whatever I say, even about something silly like Botox, I'm not here to blow up anybody's spot. Like, let's all be honest. No, I'm just keeping it on me.
We're starting now, officially. Bucks County Mama. I actually know her real name. I knew it before the show because my wife told me, but now I know it. It's like I know the real name of Batman.
I'm so impressed.
But
Most people just say Mama.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I could go with that too.
No,
But
I
subscribe
love
to
that
the
you know my
show.
real name. Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to the show. Audio, YouTube, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pay the fee. Subscribe to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Jackie.
That's right.
Wow.
So thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know you were skeptical of coming on the show because it seems
Nervous.
like a sailors club here.
I thought it was the boys' club. Fighters. I'm like, what the frig does he want with my pink dress and my lashes? I was. And you were like, don't be scared. And that's all I needed.
Yeah, I was like, don't be scared, child. It's okay. I feel like that's the start of like every situation you don't want to get into. It's I just told you it was going to be fine and you
Yeah.
trusted me.
Yeah, basically. My husband always thinks that I'm at any moment going to just be abducted. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to meet two men I've never met before.
In an office.
Okay, honey. In a soundproof room.
It is true.
Yeah.
It is soundproof. And your husband's a man of the badge, so
He
I wouldn't
is.
want to mess with him.
He is.
He'd come in and find us.
He would.
That would actually make like an excellent, maybe like what's a film, like a small budget film?
Indie?
Indie film.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kidnap Bucks County Mama, and then like it's like everybody in Doylestown like gets ready for the movie.
I would watch that movie.
Just your husband kicking the door in on the podcast, and it's a surprise party for him.
And but he still kills you and he's like, my bad.
Oh
my bad."
man, and like yeah, that's like we're like surprise, bang.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Be like,
He's
it's
trying
still
to
a good
clean it.
party. I'm like,
Dying it.
be like, you're getting blood in the punch.
Mm-hmm.
Be like it was fruit punch. It's already red.
Ruined my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But
Watch that.
so I was pretty excited to have you on. I feel like it's long overdue.
Well, thank you
Because-
for having. You have all my homies on, and I love watching. I just love it. You're a natural. Both have that smooth voice.
Mm.
So
Oh damn.
Damn, I've never heard that
You get
about
the
myself.
you do have a smooth voice.
You
dude.
No,
both
I don't.
do.
No
You've got
way.
the legs of a Ferrari and a
you
smooth
can't
voice.
have an annoying
Thanks, dude.
voice to be doing this, and you're both really good at it.
Thanks.
That's the best thing I've heard in a long time.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. I also
I
will
don't have
say,
an annoying voice. That's
You
like,
don't.
That's amazing.
I loved how humble you were when I watched the Doylestown Ninja, that you talked about people that are just mean or bullies or too cool for school, and how that's not your jam. I just really love that.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a time where I was too cool for school in my
Yeah.
younger years, and then
Same.
you kind of just it's exhausting.
I agree.
So you either change. I mean, I guess people stay too cool for school, but at a certain point, I just kind of was like, whatever.
Yeah, same.
Just gonna do what I want to do and see what happens.
Yeah.
And I mean, it seems to be working pretty good. I get to meet this man, and we have matching tattoos now, so
We do.
Wow.
it's from my voice.
We're
Do you-
besties.
Do you have matching with your wife?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
I have several matching tattoos with my wife.
Really?
They're called vacation tattoos.
What does that mean? You're drunk and like, let's do this?
No, I don't really drink that much.
What's a vacation tattoo?
So vacation tattoos, there are actually rules to a vacation tattoo.
Okay.
You can't.
And P.S. Don't let me derail you, because we will talk about nothing the whole time I'm here.
Yeah, but it's a casual. It's not a formal interview. We don't have to
Okay.
be like Bucks County Mama. Where were you on the night of?
Good.
We're gonna get into it, but vacation tattoos. You have to be on vacation.
Okay.
I mean, that's
That's
we're gonna. That's what's happening. Unless you're
Uh-huh.
vacationing to Bucks County.
Staycation.
Yeah, I guess you staycation tattoo.
I dig the staycation.
Yeah,
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids. No, I'm not ready for that.
I feel you.
I'm out here getting vacation tattoos. You think I should be raising children? The other rules are you have to be on vacation. You can't like pre-schedule the tattoo.
Okay.
So it has to be something like relatively
Spontaneous.
impromptu. You do want to research the tattoo place you're going to.
And you have to agree.
You have to agree, and the tattoo has to be something like relatable to the vacation.
Okay.
So to end this story, we were in Denver, Colorado,
Mhm.
and the state tree is a blue spruce.
Mhm.
So we got these tree tattoos on the side of us. And after we got the tattoos, I'm like, we're like out eating, and I'm like looking through my phone, and I was like, oh, we should have got the blue spruce. It's the state tree of Colorado. And my wife, the lovely Ariel, looked at me and was like, you idiot, that's what's on your ribs. So luckily somebody else, you want to have somebody looking out for you when you get vacation tattoos.
Okay. So your
Yeah.
wife's it's not like a bad friend or someone that's going to do you dirty. The wife is the perfect one to do vacation tattoos.
Yeah, at least in my situation, yes.
Do you have any tattoos you regret?
No, I was gonna say like, yeah, I have a swastika, but I was that's a joke.
Cut.
That's a joke.
You're like,
No, I do not have any tattoos I regret. There's tattoos that I understand why people would regret a tattoo.
Mhm.
And I guess even like the tattoos I got when I was younger, they're just like, that was part of my life then.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, it's like history,
Yeah.
kind of.
It's
in
your
a way.
story.
It's like a reminder
Mhm.
of where you came from.
Absolutely.
But where did you come from? I feel like you have this like alien.
one.
You have this alien energy. I
Really?
feel like you might be magical or something.
I love that. I often feel alien-like, but
Like if you were like, "Hey, I'm actually the nice witch from Wizard of Oz," and you pulled out a wand,
you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't even flinch.
I love that.
You have that energy about you.
I really appreciate that. I'm a big energy
I'm
person.
glad you appreciated
do.
that because I was
you,
going with
if
it.
you said I pulled it out of my asshole, I'd be like, I love that. I mean, I just do.
I mean, the wand in that, I think it has a star on the end of it.
that would hurt.
Yeah, so that would be intriguing.
It would. I am not an alien,
Okay.
but I was born and raised in northern New Jersey.
Okay.
I lived in Montclair for 30 years.
Do you consider yourself a Jersey girl?
I don't. And
Okay.
as you see, I don't think I have any accent.
No.
None. And yet, I always felt not home there. We'll put it this way. I got divorced. Everyone was from Montclair. In-laws, my parents, myself, my ex-husband. So it was sort of this fishbowl. It was a really traumatic divorce, and I felt the eyes on me. And I knew that I needed to start over in every way.
A new
And-
fishbowl.
No, for reals.
Yeah.
And so we went to Peddler's Village just as a visit. And I looked at my mom. I'm like, this is where I want to raise my children. And I've been back to New Jersey twice since I moved here. So I don't miss it. I don't consider it my home. And I know that that's not loyal, but I've just never felt like that's where I want to live.
I mean, New Jersey's not mad at you for not being loyal.
I feel like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jersey people are intense. I mean, especially after living there for so long. I went to school there. My friends are there. I went to high school there. But Bucks County speaks to my soul. So I just adore it. And I'm super spiritual. So that might be the alien vibe you're getting.
Okay.
But you have like the eyes on me, like figuring like this.
That's my job. I'm like the investigator now.
So am I.
I'm going to pull the light down and we're going to
Okay.
start interrogating.
I'm an open book. So I actually had tarot cards read live the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And my best friend was like, Are you allowed to curse on this show?
Are you?
Are you?
This show or the tarot card show?
This show.
Yeah, you can curse.
She was like, Are you fucking crazy? She was like, This woman could have said anything. I'm like, Right, but I have no skeletons. There's nothing. I'm an open book.
Did you get good card? Like, how did it go?
I did not see any of it in my near future, but I'm wrong all the time. I'm human, so I'm open to it.
Sorry, I just burped on the microphone. It sounded
I
awesome.
hear
Good.
it at all.
I was actually self-conscious that like you're gonna be like, don't breathe so hard. You know what I
Just
mean?
like you're a mouth breather, and everybody's like, Bucks County Mama might have asthma.
Right? Or like too much chub. That
much
might be
chub.
real.
Chub?
Yeah, like chub. See,
What's chub?
Oh.
like I'm a curvy lady.
Oh,
Like chub. Like, and then you
Thick.
like mouth thick,
In a good way.
fluffy.
That's
curvy.
some people can rock that, though.
yeah.
I like it. I've been every size. I've been a 0.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
And then I decided that the war with my body was over. And the white flag went up. And I was like, how about I approach this with love? and just grateful for all that it's given me. My first kiss, children, holding my husband's hand, hugging my parents. And I shifted my thinking, and it's like nothing changed, but everything changed. And I just naturally let it be what it wanted to be. And naturally, I'm like a size 12, which
Okay.
I know blows people's mind because they're like, you said your size. I'm like, yeah, I'm comfortable with who I am inside and out. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm a guy.
yeah,
I guess that's just not on my radar. Size.
I'm a guy too.
I just want to be swole, you know,
Mhm.
yeah.
like Gilmar.
We're the opposite land. You guys are like, let's get big. And mine is, let's get small. Especially as a Caucasian woman. It's like, let's get thinner. Let's get as thin as we humanly can.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I could see that.
I appreciate the other cultures because they embrace like curviness more than Caucasian women. And I just dig it. But
Yeah, America, white America likes, I guess what's on TV or on Instagram or anything like that.
yeah,
But you gotta like a little, something to hold
Yeah.
on to.
I agree. Listen, I married a Puerto Rican man on purpose. Like, he's like, more. I mean, he's probably going to go really pissed that he's like, babe, really? But I mean, like, really? Like, he likes curvy. So, and I also think that, being an influencer and all,
Dare I say?
that's such a douchey word.
Mm.
That it's okay to see something that's not a size 0 or blonde or have matching outfits with my kids and it be real, and it's okay, and you can still be exactly who you are, and that's perfect.
Speaking of kids, something that's weird right now, people trying to be influencers, is everybody taking pictures of their kids with the little chalkboard of
Yeah.
their first day of school with all of their personal information on there. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to kidnap their kid,
No, for real.
you literally have their teacher, their favorite color, what foods they like, what do we want to be when you grow up, their full name. It's like, all right, cool. I just been seeing that a lot. But
I think that's real. Listen, I had a photo of the outside of my house with the number blocked, and someone DM'd me, I know where that is. And I took it right down. I'm like, well, that's weird.
That's weird.
That's weird. So,
you just send them a picture of your hand with a gun. Just be
I
like,
didn't.
I know where you're at right now. I got a tracker on your car.
yeah.
I'm everywhere. I'm Bucks County Mama.
Better. That's better than me just taking it down.
But I think I've been watching you
Oh,
for a little while now. I think you do a really good job with the influencer category of what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. There's a lot of people that are very like your content's curated, but it's you.
yeah.
It's not like you don't really like, you're kind of just like, I don't know. It just seems like you just go to places, you do what you want to do, you take the pictures you want,
That's right.
you upload them, and that's that. There's not like this huge like
Nothing.
plan.
I love that. And I love that reads because I love working for me because that's exact. Oh, no. There it is. Wow.
The media.
The thought that goes into this is my life. This is my marriage. This is my sobriety. These are my kids. That's me at 6 years sober. Like, this is where I really took my kids, like exactly what you said. I'm glad that it reads and translates that. This is authentically my journey in Bucks County. I would make the joke that I love Bucks because it really is the perfect mix of everything. And I said once to my sister, I'll be a tour guide. And she was like, that is so embarrassing. I'm like, you're right, that's embarrassing. And, she's my older sister. She gives me a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so what's like an updated tour guide? And I'm like, a blogger. And then I was looking for something that really speaks to like family, spirituality, humor, like everything mixed together. And it just didn't exist. So I'm like, I think I'm going to start it. And then my kids call me mama. I mean, they don't call me mom. So I was like, well, this is a really easy name.
Yep.
That's how it was born.
And that's where it came from.
And that's where it came from.
So how long have you been Bucks County Mama?
Ben Bucks County Mama this October, 3 years.
Okay. So it's like a decent amount of
It's decent.
trajectory for
Yeah.
in terms of like your influence, because you seem like you're everywhere that is worth being.
That's cool. I think that like getting the title influencer, My model was after The Office.
Okay.
So,
The TV show? Yeah.
so there's an episode where Pam wants a position.
Yeah.
She just makes it up. And she just keeps telling people in the office that she's like VP now. And they're like, okay. And they're too like weirded out to question it. So how I became an influencer is like, I'm an influencer. And then I just kind of stuck with it and did my own thing. And that's how it grew.
Yeah, I think the term influencer is thought of negatively
Yes.
in people in your position
Yes.
because like you actually are influencing,
Yes.
and there's a lot of people that want to be influencers because they think like they want free meals at restaurants they go
Correct.
to, and they want comped vacations,
right.
and those folks are inauthentic. So I think that's
Yes.
why it's like with anything, it's kind of like, oh, people are making money on Bitcoin, everybody goes to Bitcoin, and then
There's
you have
There's a lot of people in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and
to
that's
use, abuse, and exploit.
you notice that with everything. Like
Yep.
we have people like we're in the construction business, and you'll meet people that will like. I got a DM the other day that was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about starting a construction business. Can I pick your brain?" And I'm like, honestly, like it's so much more goes in. It's not. We do a good job with our social media. Gilmar
Yeah.
does a good job with our social media, so it looks very like
It does.
a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and we try to do our best, like showing what the nightmarish, like the way it is actually behind the
Right.
scenes. But it's just like you can't stop. You're constantly putting fires out that you can't stop to like make a video about it.
Right.
But it's not always what people think it is.
Absolutely.
So I think you do a good job, like making it you,
Thank
so that
you.
like nobody's looking at your page and being like, oh, I want to do that. They're
Thank
because you kind of have like such a firm grasp on it that it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
if I were in anyone's shoes, I would look at what you're doing and be like, oh, she's already doing it so well. Like, I'm just going to go do something else.
Thank you. And I think that that's even good to know if someone wants to get in the game, just like we were talking about before we started. Be yourself. There's already a me. There's already my content and my favorite color of pink and my family. And you don't need to recreate. Like I said before, I don't even love recreating trends. What's the point? Do your own thing, original content. And you can't do it wrong because it's coming from source, which is you. And that's what makes it fun and unique, is that you're not just trying to copycat or get on it because you have ulterior motives, as you mentioned. And I think that at the end of the day, as cheesy as it sounds, if you're going to be an influence, be a good influence if you're an influencer.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
It
Like,
is a
I'm just
lot of
gonna say it.
it is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, you're not going to catch me out in Bucks and I'm like a total raging asshole. Like, it's just not going to happen because this is who I am at home. This is who I am when we're recording. And this is who I am all the time. So there's no like smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're allowed to have bad days though.
1,000.
Yeah.
100%.
So if anybody like runs into you at the grocery store and says something, like you might just be having a bad day. If you
yeah,
like
there was
react to
two
the
older women that totally cut me off at Acme yesterday. Like, straight looked at me and were like, beep, beep, with their little cart and cut me off. I gave them, like, the shame look, but that's about it. Yeah. Do you have, like, open bad days where, like, what type of bad day guy are you? Are you, like, the explosive, the dirty look, I'll wait till I get home and tell my wife? Eat a Sunday. I'm gonna eat a Sunday sometimes too. Like, I just like and watch crap on TV. It feels so good.
hate eating, just be like,
Hate eating.
I'm angry.
Rage eating.
I hate you. I'm gonna eat this Sunday in your name.
Damn
Yeah.
ladies at Acme.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna dishonor your family by eating this Sunday.
Yeah.
I'd like to get into that.
I'm telling you, it feels so good.
I'd probably be healthier than the way I do handle things like that.
See?
I guess I have two different styles, and Gilmar, feel free to correct me if I'm being inauthentic.
Ooh.
But I have like
I love that
silent.
you have like your truth teller behind you.
Well, I've seen him on his bad days.
He's like,
Yeah, so I have like
bullshit.
silent rage where I just like
too.
lock it down and I'm just fucking angry.
Yeah.
And then I have like what my wife calls smash,
Ooh, what's smash?
which is like the equivalent to like the Hulk, where I just hit the
Oh.
point where it's just like usually I really try and avoid that. Or I
I'm
just
not
go
gonna
into a
lie.
complete
I went
smash
somewhere
mode.
totally dirty when you said smash,
Oh,
and
yeah.
your wife.
Yeah, it just gets
Sorry.
super sexual and I
Yeah.
just punish it.
Like, let's smash.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel better. Right?
I mean, she'd probably prefer that.
Okay, so you break stuff.
Oh, I don't really break stuff anymore. It's just kind of like this, like if you like say something happens,
Mm-hmm.
like say somebody like what gets me into smash, like if something happened to Gilmar,
Yeah.
somebody wronged him in some way, I'd get smashed.
I feel you.
I'd be like, where's he at? Where's the guy at?
Where's the dude?
Let's just
You're loyal.
Let's kneecap him.
Okay. Like, my husband will say, if someone talks shit about our German Shepherd, it triggers him. It's not real. He's like, if someone said he's not the best, I'm like, that never happened. He's like, then it would get real. I'm like, okay. Like, fantasy smash. I'm like, all right.
Like MJ.
That hit home because my brother came to visit one time, and it was the first time he met Rambo,
Yeah.
and he was like,
He's not that great.
he was petting him, and he goes, "This dog's pretentious." Because this
See?
dog knows how good looking he is. He's pretentious. And I was just like, it's my brother, so I thought it was hilarious. But I was kind of like, dude, if anybody else said that about Rambo,
100.
right to your face.
Yeah.
Right to the face.
He's the most kind. Like this is an angel in a furry
He really
bottle.
is. He's utter perfection.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
He really is, though.
Yeah, it's sometimes I forget how cute he is, and then I'll go out places with him, and everybody will be talking about him, and I'll be like, ugh.
No, not to be like this, but he's a specimen.
He is
Like,
a spe-
he's
a
just
specimen.
perfect.
You're a specimen, Rambo.
He knows it, according to your brother.
Yeah, sleeping's all pretentious. Like,
Yeah,
No,
like
but all jokes aside, he really is perfect. When I walked in, I was like, wow, okay. He's perfect.
you can't have him.
Listen, I already showed you that I have a very rundown.
Yeah,
Chihuahua.
Igor.
Ew.
What's it? Bam.
So the joke is, although the rescue called him Bam, we make the joke that his full name is Bamboozled because he's such a jerk. And they were like, he is the sweetest.
What makes him a jerk though? Is he just loud?
He hates my kids.
Mm.
He hates men.
Mm.
He hates dogs. He hates anyone that's not me, and he will not stop barking.
Mm.
Hours can go by. He just won't stop.
Damn.
So, bam.
You need to get him a little doggy Xanax.
Well,
I don't know
his
if that's
one,
a thing.
His one good
CBD.
eye is going blind. Like, he's old.
Aw.
So,
Yeah.
I'm
He's a
just like, it's
crotchety
okay,
old
you
man.
crotchety old little dude. And it's like no hair left, so he looks a little bit like a rat now because he has like age spots. He's a mess. I love
Have you
him.
ever seen a Chinese crested?
I did.
Yeah. Does he
Yeah.
look like that now?
He does. I brought him to the vet in town, and he was like, "Who would adopt this
Yeah,
dog?"
there you go. It's usually, I think the world's
Yep.
ugliest dog is one of these.
Oh,
That,
jeez.
especially that one with the tongue out, that looks a lot like Bam.
Look at the dude with the mullet, though.
This dude?
Yeah.
No, down one more.
Oh, that's insane.
I grew up with a kid,
Wow.
Eric, that had one of those, and the dog's name was Applehead. They called it Apple. And I was
That one looks like Bam,
Oh.
but that one's a little bit more put together. My vet was like, this dog is so tragic, 50% off the bill. Like, that's how tragic he is.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, you know when people are giving you discounts on things because of how messed up you look?
Yeah.
Life isn't good.
No,
Life isn't
when
good.
I got divorced,
Yeah.
this is so inappropriate. My husband was acting out, we'll say, right, with a lot of women, and the lawyer took it and did forensics on it. I got the computer back, and the forensic guy was like, no charge. Okay.
Oh
Do you
my
know what he
God.
must have seen for no charge?
God damn.
Jeez.
That's bad. That is not good.
Mm. I mean,
Bad.
there's a lot of places we could go with that.
At least it was free.
Yeah,
We're all going to take a drink of water.
you're just quick little go
One
on
for the forensics, you know.
For the
Good
vet.
Lord. Mhm.
Yeah, I've had a few freebies. It's never good. It means it's so bad.
Yeah, this is pre-influencer, so like you didn't even have any clout yet.
Yeah.
No clout. But the clout, like you said, I never have asked for one free thing. Never.
No.
Not once.
Do you do this full time?
No. My other job that I do part-time is the total opposite. So I consider the influencer like lofty and airy and fun. And my part-time job is with a company called Child and Family Focus
Okay.
in Bucks County. And I provide in-home respite services to children in Bucks with severe special needs.
Okay.
And I love it. That keeps me grounded.
Mm.
So I need the balance of both or I feel off. I went to school I have my master's in social work. I love it. It feeds me.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm a bail bondsman.
Yeah.
I thought that's where you're gonna go with this. Like,
I would love that.
be like, I'm actually Batman. That sounds like
love
that sounds like a rewarding
It is.
profession, but also probably taxing at times.
It is both. My feeling is it is my honor to be there with families and I get to go home at night and these people are freaking rock stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I love it.
So
I love kids. Here's a truth bomb.
okay.
Bucks
bomb
County
us.
mama loves kids.
Mm.
Okay.
Like it's not just a thing and I'm like, I hate kids.
Mm.
That'd be amazing now. But I love kids. I love them.
Yeah. How many kids do you have?
5.
You have 5 kids.
Damn.
I have 5 and we're a foster family in Bucks County.
Oh wow. How'd you get into that?
So it's a second marriage. I have biological twins.
Okay.
I have 3 stepsons. And I felt what I call a God wink, which is like that undeniable pull and you don't know where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just telling me, I want to be a foster parent. I
Okay.
want to make my home, my community, like beyond supporting small business. I want to do real rooting deep dive.
That's a different kind of influencer status.
100. I love that.
Yeah, because you have to. We probably will never have kids, like biological
Okay.
kids, but like I thought down the road when I'm like a mentally more capable human and I stop being Smash, that I would go down the route of like foster or adopting kids, just
Yeah.
because there's plenty of people out there already having kids
I
that they
agree.
can't take care of. So when I feel as though I'm a well-rounded individual
Yeah.
is enough, I'll make that leap. But I think I still need to,
Take your time
sort some things out before I start helping other people out, I guess.
and know that you can't miss what's meant for you. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So take your time and know that there's possibly a child out there that you're their dream.
Yeah, they might not even be born yet.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You never
I
know.
want to
And
save the future child.
Yeah.
you never know, right? And the impact, the ripple effect.
Well, I
of
also
just that.
I also think it's like you're helping them out, but like the weird thing that I think about is what benefit, how would that benefit me as a human being? Like what growth? And that might sound selfish, like on the
No,
surface,
it's
but it's
not.
kind of like, okay, like I'm like financially capable
Mhm.
and mentally capable of like helping out this individual. But then, like, it's like rescuing a dog or something like that. Like, you think you're like, oh, I'm just going to do this. And then 5 years later, you're like attached to that experience.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like it's a very powerful thing that I've thought about.
Well, there
just
you
like-
go.
Just like, oh, there'd be a lot of like, because it's not, you're starting, like when you start with your own child, you're kind of starting at 0, in my
Yes.
opinion. Like you're molding them, they're your kid,
Yep.
whatever. But if you start with somebody that's been through a situation or somebody that's maybe too young to remember the situation, but like eventually you'll have to deal with that, like you kind of have to be like more than prepared
Yes.
to coach that human being through what they're going to go through.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like a different level of being a parent.
I totally agree.
Because you're definitely rolling the dice on some things. Like I think if I got adopted as a kid, I would have been a handful.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been like, they would have sent me back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel the same way. My brother and I were wild kids.
I don't agree at all with that. I know you guys were wild kids, but they'd be like, oh, look at these G2. They're so beautiful, these Ferraris.
Yeah, I have a twin brother, so yeah, we're
have a twin
identical.
too?
Yeah.
You're identical. I have fraternal.
Oh, okay, that's
Are you
cool.
close with him?
Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
best friend.
Yeah, like if I punched him right now, his brother Gerardo would
probably
feel it.
would,
That's
yeah.
my
He'd fall off his
twins.
chair.
Yep.
Like, Gilmar, are you okay? He'd be like, I just got punched. I felt it.
No, academically we were good, but when we were home, we'd fucking play soccer inside the house. We'd do stupid
Yeah.
shit. So
You'd be a kid.
yeah, we were being kids, but I think we would be the dumbest fucking kids.
Yeah, like my brother and I, when we were kids, were like plotting to like overthrow.
Oh
people.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
we were like, Mom doesn't stand a chance.
We were just plotting how to break something without someone finding out. That's
Yeah.
what we would plot. But you sounded you
we
wanted
were-
to take over the world.
We wanted to take over the world.
Yeah.
My brother was like Stewie from Family Guy. Yeah, like one time, this is probably like one of the more mild things we did. You know, there's like party poppers where you pull the string.
Mhm.
So my mom had this bedpost, and we duct taped a party popper to the door, and then took a string to the bedpost to back to the doorknob. So she came home from work one day, and it was karate night. We had to go to karate, and we were sitting there eating a Hatfield ham and macaroni and cheese.
Mhm.
And my mom was just like raging up a storm at something we probably did. And she gets up to the top of the stairs and like gets to her door. Why is my door shut? And she opens this thing and it was like bang. And like we were little kids, so where we placed it, we didn't realize was gonna be like right where the side of my mom's head.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom thought she got like shot in the head. When we were kids.
I never heard this story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
fucking
Yeah. Yeah, my mom listens to the podcast now. I think she's like a couple episodes in. She's going to hear this.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to remember how much she hates me.
It's like it's still not funny.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's
she's like,
bad.
I thought I was dead.
Oh my.
Yeah, karate was canceled, much to my brother's chagrin. And I was like, damn it, I'm never going to get this black belt. My brother's like, no karate.
Yes.
I'm already lethal. Yeah, so
I
that's...
was more like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I was also, with teachers, I was that way.
I was like that with my parents. I felt like being a kid was utter bullshit. I was like, why do you constantly tell me what to do? I was so perplexed by it. Yeah.
This makes no sense.
No, I was really strong-willed. And I would, I was the kid that I had to start school before I was age appropriate because I just wouldn't let it go that I was ready to go. Like what? That's
Like
who I
all
was.
the other kids are going to school, be like, yeah, they're 4 years older than you.
That's exactly right. Remember Wedding Crashers when they're like, we had to give her 16th birthday, but she's only 13. Like, that was me. I'm like, I'm ready. Yeah.
That movie's hilarious. I watched Old School
Oh, my God. So good.
last night. Or I watched it over 2 nights. I finished it last night. It's such a funny movie.
Do you know what's on in our house all the time? Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Do you
I
like
love
that
that
one?
That movie's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Love
I
that
think
movie.
Jack Black is probably one of the like most underrated. Like
Completely
he's
agree.
a musician, a comedian, he's an actor.
totally
He's
agree.
actually really good at all 3 of those things.
He can make me cry and then rolling on the ground.
Yeah, what's
He's
that movie?
amazing.
That movie he's in where he's like at school. He fakes it being a
School of
teacher.
Rock?
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
That movie is like,
It's really
if you want a
good.
good movie, like School of Rock is like a great movie.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
I agree.
And his band, what's his band called?
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D. The Pick of Destiny.
Oh, great movie.
That song is such a good song.
Yeah.
And the movie's good too. But
Movie's
like
great.
The Pick of Destiny as a song, just like when they're like, if you watch the music video, it's particularly good because like you see how like he's actually a really good musician.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wish I was Jack Black.
Yeah. That's all we inspire.
Shut up,
to be.
Keanu.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Dude, we already established you're Keanu Reeves. Like that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
All right, I guess I
Let me
can't.
have Jack Black for
All right,
God's
I'll let
sake.
you have Jack Black.
Yeah.
man.
Selfish.
Just gotta dye your hair.
Yeah.
What color hair does he have?
Who, Jack Black?
Yeah.
He has black hair, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He definitely has black hair.
Because it's the pick.
Oh, he sure does.
Looks like a
Dude.
dark
Yeah.
brown.
And you're like a sandy brown.
Well, now it's
Oh,
grayish.
Jesus. That's what I look like in the morning.
This picture of him with the sword and the dragons on his shirt
That's
is
amazing.
outrageous.
Mhm.
He looks like that one brother you have that's just like never gonna get married and doesn't realize how weird he is.
Yeah. I like the kicking picture too.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I
He
love
looks
how-
really old in some of these pictures.
Yeah, I mean, he's old now. He
Yeah,
has a
we're-
gaming channel on YouTube.
He's gonna live forever.
We're
Yeah.
not kids. I'm not. How old are you? Is that rude to ask a man? It's rude to ask a woman.
Guess. Earn it.
32.
34.
See?
Wow,
I'm good
that's
at
very
this.
close.
Guess how old Gilmar is. No, he's an
31.
He's an old soul. He's not.
No, I'm 27.
See,
Baby.
Yeah.
he's got his,
You
he's
are
got his
very
whole life ahead of him. That's what I tell him every day.
wow.
Yeah, I had to get when we got matching tattoos. I made him get a permission slip from his parents.
My dad had to sign it.
Yeah, his dad had to sign it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he just signed it. Didn't even look at it.
Didn't look at it, just signed it.
Wow.
It's because he really trusts him.
That's the move.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
noticed on a lot.
Just P.S.
What
Ages you that you say sign the permission slip because all of that shit's virtual now.
is
You
it?
just,
Really?
you just outed yourself. You're
Is
like,
it really?
Sign that. Yeah.
That's
They like
crazy.
DocuSign.
Parent portal.
Parent
They
portal.
send you notifications nonstop. It's probably
See-
binging right now.
Dude, I wish I had that because my mom would have never been able to work.
Oh, yeah. I would have signed everything myself.
I was
You
talking.
can absence, block. I mean, it's all in the parent portal. There's
You literally
no need
see
for
where your
anymore.
kid's moving around the school.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's
I mean, no,
Crazy.
but
No.
Yeah, we this is how old I am.
Yeah.
We used to have handwritten report cards
Same.
on the what's it, graphite paper,
yeah.
where like they peel it. And the worst part about that was like when we finally got to high school, like my later part of high school is everything was started to get like done on the computer and you'd print out your report card
Mm-hmm.
and then you were good to go. But when they would handwrite your report card, they would always wait to do mine the day of report cards because historically I would always mess up the day report cards are going to go
Ouch.
out. So I'd have grades and then they'd have like a special comment by like the one class and I'd always get busted. I'd go home and be like, I don't know
I'm
what
so
happened.
old. I was matching the ink, like to add the plus.
Mm.
Match the ink.
You
Test
just
it
score
out.
you a little extras credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
That makes sense. Somebody's calling me right now. It's very rude of them.
That's crazy.
They should know what I'm doing.
They
It's
should
Thursday.
know, dude. It's in the calendar.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
Shh.
fuck's going on?
I'm influencing right now.
Yeah, you're influencing with
You're
influencers.
influencing.
Yeah. I'm going to go influence the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I like how we say okay, like you needed us to say okay.
we giving you permission.
We're like, okay.
We're giving him permission to
And
go use the
go.
bathroom.
The key is in the ladies' bathroom.
Yeah, there you go.
I-
Wow, we usually hang in there, but you know,
Now, all I want to do is talk in a microphone.
yeah, it's addicting.
It's addicting.
Yeah,
Like, the second I even push it away, I'm like, no,
yeah, this stays here.
no. And I love how close he is. He's like really,
Yeah,
really up in there.
yeah, you'd be surprised how many people come on and they're talking this far away. Yeah, and then they start going in and out of the mic, so you can't.
I
really,
actually went to a comedy show recently,
Mhm.
and they were like, can you just give us feedback? Please be honest. I'm like, yeah, there's only one. I'm like, one dude would not stay in the spotlight. So it was like in and out. So you would only, it was wild. And I'm like, so I get it. People don't realize you have to stay
Yeah,
the course.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's podcast etiquette. I feel like before we come in here, you know that link Andrew sent you. We
Yes.
should have like podcast etiquette. Stay this close to the mic. Do this. Do
I
that.
actually love that.
Yeah, that'd be
like,
better.
Don't come, especially because you're gentlemen, like even like hairstyles wouldn't work with this. Like, come close to the mic,
Yeah.
make sure you use the rest. I don't know. Rules
Don't
before
chew
you get on
gum.
I said this is addicting.
What?
This
Feeling
micro-
like Elvis?
This
You
microphone.
pulled it in. You were like, ugh.
You left and I was like, I don't know about letting this go. I love it. You're gonna see me now, and I'll
She's
be
going to
like,
be like, my precious.
I'd be like, it's been 12 hours, Jack. It's time to go. I'm like, wait,
I'm going to get you a microphone for you to carry around when you go out and influence the world.
that's so douchey.
So you can
Why
like
do
literally
you
take
hate me?
selfies and just like have your microphone.
God, why do you not like me? that's just asking for people to be like, you're a complete asshat.
Just be like, speaking to the mic, and the cord just like goes down to the ground.
Longest cord ever.
Was it even hooked up to anything? Like, yeah.
It's all for looks, man.
Put it real close. Remember, who's that comedian that was married to Drew Barrymore and he used to put the poop on the microphone and like shove it in your face? Tom Green.
Oh,
Tom Green.
You have
Oh,
to look
Green.
that up.
I think he's
Poop on
probably
the microphone.
He's probably in jail.
You think?
I don't know.
I know if you can't notice, I know a lot of random facts about nothing.
The Tom Green show.
This will be me. But there's poop on it. See?
at the very end.
Yeah, he's. I feel like he's off the deep end now.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
It's because he's probably locked up.
You think he's locked up?
I don't know. I just think he might be. Is he Canadian? That would explain a lot.
See,
It
is
says Tom Green, Ottawa, right there.
in jail. Oh, he did spend 6
Yep.
years.
See, Tom Green, who spent 6 years. Oh, is
Oh,
that might
No,
be
this
a
is
different,
a different Tom Green.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
I was going to say polygamy. Wow. Rape? That's not the right one.
Yeah, that sounds like some Mormon stuff. I love how. Did you see the Tom Green parentheses polygamist Wikipedia page? Because they had to specify. So look down here.
Oh yeah.
Polygamist, not
Oh my God.
not the comedian.
Not the comedian, the polygamist.
Wikipedia is so great.
Michael Tom Green. Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, just the way he behaves, I feel like you just got to be Canadian.
Mm.
Interesting.
Can't trust those people.
Can't trust the Canadians.
Yeah,
I'm trying to furrow my brow,
yeah.
but Botox doesn't completely allow me. So I tried to recreate what you did, but it didn't work as well.
You just like lower your face.
I'm like this. Like dramatic. You zoom in.
just like shake your face a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm like this. I'm super pissed. I'm really happy too.
it's the same thing.
Frozen.
So you talk about like sobriety in a lot of your posts. I've noticed, like you said, earlier you said you've been sober for
6 years.
6 years.
Mm-hmm.
What caused that shift in your life?
So it was a hard decision for me to be openly sober. I was terrified. I think that I would like to also say the disclaimer that if you don't want to, that's okay too. Whatever I say, even about something silly like Botox, I'm not here to blow up anybody's spot. Like, let's all be honest. No, I'm just keeping it on me. I decided that a huge part of my life was being sober. And what in the hell am I embarrassed or ashamed of living a clean, God-centered life? I mean, it's really bizarre that I felt like I didn't want people to know that.
Now, so like you've been openly sober for 6 years, or you've been like actually sober for 6 years?
So I began my journey 8 years ago. For 2 years, I was struggling. I was really clawing my way, out of alcoholism. My story, I'll make it as short as possible, is that I never had a problem with alcohol, ever. Like a couple glasses, it wasn't even on my radar. It runs in my family.
Yeah.
But at age 30, I thought I really dodged that bullet. It just wasn't something I struggled with. And as I kind of hinted at before, I went through a traumatic divorce. I found out 8 months pregnant that my husband, who was my high school sweetheart, was active in multiple affairs.
He's trying to start other families at the same time.
Yeah.
Interesting move.
Like bought presents for women on our honeymoon.
Ooh.
We're talking like we're going to go there. So I'm standing there. I'm aware that my whole marriage is over. My life is imploding. And I went into shock and my water broke. So this is like all this trauma, right? Trauma. And I realized that when your life explodes and your marriage is over and your house is on the market and everything is over in the blink of an eye. You're a new mom alone, and I couldn't work. I had brand new premature twins. People usually say, why don't you have a drink? And I did. But they needed this new mother to function, so they put me on Xanax. So that combo lit a dormant disease that I believe that I was born with, like I have blue eyes. And once it was lit, I could not put it out. And it went from no problem to serious problem within a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're talking full-blown alcoholism. I'm making it look good. Like, I wanted you to think that I still was okay. I had my stuff together. I looked beautiful, find a rich guy. And I was broken.
Yeah.
Broken, addicted, and lost. So my journey was that I went to rehab. And that process began. It was messy. I had relapses. I was trying to work a program for living. But it was, I think that if it wasn't hard, I don't think I would have valued it. And I would have been flippant about it and been like, I guess. That was just a hard time. I probably can have a drink in the future, but it wasn't. It was brutal and almost killed me. So my last drink, I knew I was done. Like, inside, I was completely surrendered. And I took the steps of those that have gone before me to get sober, and I listened and I did it. And I thought, they say that if it's not you, it's someone very close to you that's struggling with addiction. It's rampant. It's just something that we don't talk about that much, especially as women or women that want, sometimes I say that I've been in the papers and done articles about my sobriety. Sometimes I wish it wasn't for that. But this is setting me free and perhaps helping even one person. So it's part of my journey sharing it openly. I've been honored with the people that have reached out and said, me too. Hey, I need help. Where do I go? I have a child that's in the same boat. What do you think? It's just, I think it's important. Again, the same as fostering. I'm like, yes, Bucks County, lashes, restaurants, shopping. I love all of that. I love supporting, highlighting, and empowering. But it's also important that I think that this conversation is open and okay to have. And the same that you say, like, I have two moms, it should be just as comfortable to say, and I'm a sober woman, and I'm a sober mom. You know what I mean? So I just think that part of my influence is an important piece besides,
I would agree. It's probably, it probably makes you more successful across the board as an influencer,
you think?
quote unquote, because it makes you more dynamic. It makes you more like, I don't give a shit about eyelashes, but
and I do. And that's the part I love. I'm like, I can give a lot of shits. I got my lashes before I came here.
Yeah.
But I also can get as raw as you want to get.
And that meter is what makes you good at what you do, because people can they don't have to connect with you on the eyelashes, but they can connect with you over food, or they can connect over sobriety, or what have you. And then it also makes you more, like, if you followed you for the last several years, people would actually know you, whereas other people are like, okay, she's working out again, okay, she's at the ice cream place again. It's like some people are just very static in what they're posting.
I think that,
and then they wonder why they don't have
absolutely
any growth as an influencer, if that's what they want.
And I think that people are ready for more than just the Kardashian filter. I mean, I was ready. My soul was ready. So I want to be as authentic and real. And it's not perfect. And I'm letting you see behind the curtain. And it can be fabulous. And it's pink and it's bubbly and there's lashes. But it's also I'm a foster mom. I'm a sober mom. I'm on a second marriage. I'm a stepmom. Like, this is life. This is real.
Yeah.
And I think that people crave it. I craved it more than like, I am thin, perfect, and my kids are in the matching outfits and it matches me and this is my house and that's perfect. It's just a lot. And I know that social media can make people feel bad about themselves, like the comparison game, and I don't have that. I don't have time to make the cookies, and oh my God. And then you turn off your phone and you're feeling like utter shit. I'm hoping that in my space, you look and turn down the phone and you feel great about your damn self.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that in and of itself is really powerful because people, they don't realize what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then that the harm they have across the board because they only want to show you how perfect they are,
Absolutely.
or maybe they want to show how perfect they are, or maybe they're scared about showing their flaws, but they don't realize that like other people, if you are influencing, people are looking up to you
Yes.
at whatever facet, and if you're not being authentic but you're trying to help other people, like you're not really helping other people by making them think like everything is good to go
At all times.
Yeah, and like
And I want you to put me on a pedestal and just admire how tight my shit is all the time.
yeah,
Like, who is that serving?
I
what
like
kind of influence is that?
I like to talk shit on those people. Gilmar attests to this. Well, I'll look at people and like send them to Gilmar. I'll be like, "What do you think's going on here?"
Yeah.
I'll be like, "What's going on here?" He's like,
Yeah.
"I don't know." I'm like, "There's more to this."
I've met
It's
a lot
not-
of people
it's
that my
not-
gut's like, there is more to this, but I'm also comfortable respecting that they don't want to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I usually send them people that's like, "Oh, yo, this kid just bought $100,000 watch." It's like he's saying something about business and some scheme he's got going, or there's like you don't realize that like there's generational wealth there, and they're
Right.
making you think that they're like this hardcore entrepreneur made
Yes.
$1 million after year 2, and it's like, okay, you peel back the curtain and it's like, oh, okay, so like your great grandfather like started IBM or
Right.
something like that. It's like, okay, that's now, and that it happens to all of us, especially when you get to like Gilmar and I's age. When
Our
people start
age.
buying houses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like I know I feel like I've done well for myself, but
Mhm.
then you see people and you're like, how the hell did they get that house?
Yeah.
And like you're a teacher and your husband's a music teacher, and it's like and they're like they make everything look so perfect, and then you
Mhm.
like learn more about it, and like
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong, like I'm not judging,
Yeah,
but it's like
exactly.
there's more to this.
And
You're making everything seem very like your lifestyle's very like easy.
absolutely.
And then you make other people be like, well, why is it so hard for me?
Right.
And I think there's a lot of mental health issues going around right now,
There is.
or there always was, and we're just now choosing to acknowledge them.
Yes.
But I also think that there like some of those issues about people feeling poorly about themselves
Yes.
are purely because other people are projecting that everything's okay
Absolutely.
when it's not okay.
And it's okay to say it's not okay,
Yeah.
you know? And I think that
That's the only time to say it's okay.
yeah,
It's not okay.
it's not okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not okay.
And I work on myself every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's never over. When you were like, when I'm older and I have more maturity and I might foster, I totally hear that. I think that took a lot of courage not to be like, I'm going to foster tomorrow because it sounds good. I respect that you own that. You used to be the cool guy. You'll foster when you're ready. And that's what we need. We need our souls to evolve, do work, and authentically respect where we're at.
Yeah, I think that if I had kids now or earlier in my life or even next week, like I would end up just raising like more damaged people.
Yeah.
And
that takes a lot of courage to say that.
instead,
Because there's no way you don't get the pressure at your age of like the next thing, right? The American nightmare. Do you have the house? Do you have the wife? Where are the kids? Do you have kids yet? I mean, it's just the way we're
and it's
programmed.
it's
I
really
see your
funny.
partner nodding. I mean, it's just the way it is.
It's really funny.
You're pregnant? Are you breastfeeding? What are you going to do with the
I
baby?
am
mean, it's
actually
just the way
breastfeeding right now.
it's like the next grabby.
It is weird, especially it's weird, and it's always like older ladies.
Always.
That feel like they can just be like, well, where are your kids? Like, you don't have kids yet? And it's like, and it's like, listen.
Yeah.
Like, if I had kids right now, it would be a guaranteed tragedy.
Yeah.
Like, let's dial it back, Henrietta, or whatever
Exactly.
this person's name is. I tried
I'm
to go
not
old
ready
with
for
it.
kids.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
I can't drink alcohol. I mean, these are things that you should be safe to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, Gilmar's in the same boat, even though he's like younger than me. Like, your brother and you are twins. You're very close, but like he's getting ready to start a family, and you're like, I'm gonna like work on these businesses, and I'm gonna do these things. And like, I'm sure, like, I know you would make, if you had a kid right now, you'd make an excellent dad.
Thanks.
But you know
That's
that like
amazing. What a compliment.
Yeah.
Don't
You
make
really?
me cry.
he would. He parents
That's
me
an
all the time.
amazing compliment.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I would also say my girlfriend would make an amazing mother. She's been working with kids almost like half her life, so
Wow.
she's
Yeah, I would see that. I could see her out in the woods with some children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's
In the woods?
Yeah, you can find his significant other like lurking around the woods,
foraging and shit.
foraging for
Lurking?
mushrooms and stuff like that.
Okay, foraging.
Yeah, she's.
Does she hang with the service twins?
Do
He does.
I know you do, but does she? Because they like to forage.
Oh no, they don't really know each other.
They've met?
I think in passing, but I don't think they've like met.
No, dude, we got to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she
Cool.
would dig that because they do tours of like, this berry will kill you, right?
Yeah. They
Don't
know
eat
some-
these berries.
They know some shit. There's some nature
Like,
boys.
when in Bucks County are we going to be so trapped that we're eating the berries?
But that's, I mean, you don't know.
Mm.
We don't know. Sometimes I hope it happens.
It could happen.
Just watch a bunch of people
Pennsylvania.
fighting over berries.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's my blueberry.
No, these berries, let them eat them. Those are the deadly berries. Yeah, that's why I like Nick
Yeah.
and Steve so much.
I adore them.
I've grown very close with them. I consider them some of my best friends.
Yeah.
And usually it's hard for me to make friends because it's not like, even off of social media, people still like put on this thing.
Yes.
And like, it's very easy for me to see through that. Usually,
Yes.
where I'm just like, I don't want to be friends with you. You're lying to yourself.
I think that all the time. I just don't say it like
and
yourself.
And people just like, sometimes I've actually, like, as I've leveled up
Yeah.
in like that awareness of myself,
Yeah.
I've also been able to see, like, I used to just be very critical of other people and be like, dude, you're a complete fraud.
Yeah.
Like, now I've started to notice that like most people don't even realize it.
Mm.
Most don't.
They buy into their own
Story.
the story they put on for everyone else. Whereas like Nick and Steve, they're like, this is us.
Mhm.
And when I met them, I was like, I felt like I could trust them
I
and
totally
like
agree.
because I'm like, oh, like it was like refreshing. It's like, these are us.
Absolutely.
We've made mistakes. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, I'm glad you guys are
Yeah.
so like open about it, because it makes me like want to actually be friends with you. Whereas like a lot of people are just like, I don't have to connect with everyone.
No, and
But
not
there's
everybody
people-
has to be your person. And I think that your intuition is spot on.
Yeah.
Your bullshit meter is, God doesn't, what I call God, doesn't make mistakes. Like, you were given that, and most of our lives we're taught to like ignore it,
I don't
make
know
it
if-
nice.
I don't know
and
if I
you're
was
just
given
like,
that. It was just
oh,
like,
it's razor sharp on you.
I used to be one of those people.
Same.
So like, once you make that shift over, you're just kind of like, and I still get like accused of it. Maybe, I mean, actually, I don't know if that's true or not.
Accused of what?
Just being like people close to me, like, will be like, oh, you're trying to be famous or different things like that. And I'd be like, dude, I would not handle fame very well.
Me either.
Like, the podcast is not about being famous. It's about like, when you leave here today, like, we'll be friends. And then when I see you out, it's like, they're one more person that I'm connected to in reality. Like, the fact that we put it online for other people is just kind of like something we thought was cool.
I agree.
But like, people like will try and like call you out for like doing stuff, like being like, oh, you just want to be famous, or you just want to be
Right.
this or like this. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. You can think that. Like, and when younger me would have been like, is that really what I'm doing?
Younger me would have shut down
Yeah,
and eaten
exactly.
that up. The me today is 1,000% comfortable calling it what it is, and those people are jealous. And that's a word that people dance around because it's awkward to say. People that say that to you are just jealous. And
Yeah.
if you stay smaller, it makes them feel safer.
I also notice like I work on myself a lot, and I
Right.
also read a lot, and sometimes I'll
Same.
like share those things, like share
Yeah.
me working out every day,
Yes.
show me reading every day,
Right.
and like occasionally you'll get someone that's just like that tries to like put negativity on you bettering yourself.
Right.
It's like, okay, is this, and you can hear it's either the tone in their voice or
Yes.
the actual comment or something. And it's like, okay, I'm confused. Is this a bad thing that I'm reading?
No, it's
Are
just
you-
threatening where they're at,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're putting the spotlight on everything I feel bad about myself. So you're triggering me not feeling like I'm doing enough. It's all about them, all of it, because hurt people hurt people. I was that asshole, but I was really hurting. Now you and I sit here and we're like, maybe we'll just show up for each other and see what happens.
It's weird that you said hurt people because
Yeah.
I write that down all the time. Like that's something
that
that
doesn't surprise me.
I remind myself of that. I'm like, you
because
just,
it's true.
or like, another one is like how you treat others is like a reflection on how you feel about yourself.
It is. So if people want to know why I do this, why are you doing this? You get in huge. No, the answer is I like to show up, be authentic, and support other people. That's it. And
Yeah.
they're like, huh, that's it.
What's your agenda?
What's
You're
your
like,
agenda?
it actually feels good.
It feels good.
And people aren't connected to that. And I understand that they're not, because like for a long time, like helping people
Yes.
wasn't on my radar. I was just like always suspicious of you. I was like, how are you going to screw me? How,
Okay.
like, how am I,
Defense mode.
like, how, like, where's this going to go?
Okay.
And then eventually I was just like, I forget what happened where I helped someone and my wife was like, did that feel good? And I was like, yeah, it did. And she's like, see?
Yeah.
And I was like, now I
Yeah.
understand.
And I know for myself, I was trying to play the movie in my head so I wouldn't get hurt by you. But I'm missing everything because I'm so distracted by how you're going to hurt me and
Yeah.
how I'm going to defend myself. So I was never really there. So helping people is mutually beneficial. It's life-changing, and it's because you're doing work on yourself.
Yeah.
That's why you're showing up, and that's why you guys are doing this. You're just creating space for people to share their stories. And it's amazing.
I guess that's what we're doing.
It's gonna be in our bio now.
Yeah. Giving people a safe space.
Well, you have such a range, right?
A range of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast is a very selfish pursuit, where it's kind of like we're putting the podcast out for other people, and it definitely makes me feel good when people enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the podcast is like a very awkward way to get strangers to come hang out with us.
I like it.
It's like, oh, we have a podcast. And people are like, oh, man, I've never been on a podcast. I'm like, would you like to be on one? It's like a trick.
What's the trick? So you get to know people?
Yeah, it's like, when else do you sit down with people and have like an hour plus long conversation without a cell phone?
You don't.
You don't, except
Yeah.
for in here.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even tell people, like the headphones there's two reasons for the headphones, or I guess there's multiple reasons for them, but like you won't talk over each other with the headphones on, because it'll sound like it'll like literally destroy your brain. It'll melt your mind if there's like three people talking at once and you're actually hearing it. Like if me and you are talking at the same time, you're hearing yourself and me talk, and you're literally like, oh my God, I can't handle it. So it's like a defensive thing. I didn't know that when we started, but then I realized that over
I almost
time.
feel like when you're really having some shit with someone, you should put these on.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll hear
It's like
each
a
other
good
out.
tool.
Mhm.
And then when
like
you
it.
at the end of the show, like people, it happens all the time. In the beginning, they're like, "Oh, I have to wear the headphones." I'm like, "Just put them on." And then like an hour and a half later, they take the headphones off, and they're like, "Wow, I left like they leave the podcast."
It also feels safe. Sometimes when I get scared, I wear fake glasses. So they feel like this extra barrier. And although that's very childlike, I have no problem telling you.
I do that too.
That's
I wear
what-
sunglasses.
That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
Do you remember? This is another movie reference. Do you remember in Blair Witch when she wouldn't put the camera down and the guy's like, I know why you're doing this. It feels protected. That's how I you use sunglasses, I use faux glasses. That's what this feels like. The earphones feel protective.
Mhm.
It's making me feel safe. I like it. But you
What's
guys
this?
are also easy to be with.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
mean-
good
We're
to
getting
hear.
so many compliments
Yeah,
tonight.
it's good to
This
hear.
never happens.
Really? What in the hell? No, I watched Ninja was giving you a lot of compliments.
Yeah, what did you think of the Ninjas episode?
I was impressed. I was impressed by I was impressed that he went there, that some people are mean to him.
Oh, I could see it happening.
It does happen. I was proud of him that he put it out there. I think that like shame dies when you turn on the lights, right? Like the monsters dissolve. And he was just like, listen, people are mean and I'm still going to do this and I still like it. So there we are.
I forgot what like the actual dialogue from that conversation, but I think
Yeah.
it had something to do with like I think I just concluded on the podcast that like he the people that treat him that way just wish that they could
Yeah.
dress up as like whatever character they associate with and run around like an idiot. Like
Basically.
everybody, like you could, like he just looks like, I mean, he's a wild boy.
He's a wild.
He looks like
boy.
he has a good time. And if it offends you that he's wearing a ninja costume, like you need to get bigger problems.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
Like now if
I
I
enjoy him. I think he's a good egg.
Oh,
And I
for
kind of
sure.
love that he's like, I'm just going to start wearing this costume. I'm like, okay.
Did
I
you
like
know
it.
him before the ninja?
No. So much like tonight when I told my police officer husband that I'm going to a noise padded room with two men I've never met. And he was like, okay. When I met Ninja, I don't know if he'll appreciate that I said Nick.
I think you said his name before.
Yeah.
That's not his real name.
It's not his real name.
I just
but-
had anxiety
but
that
he- but
he's like, dude.
No, his name.
He's
His
giving
real
us-
name's Ben.
Yeah, he's giving us our real name. I don't know if that's his real name.
His
Maybe.
government name.
He was like, I want to take a photo with you. Get
Mm.
dressed up. Like, come up with like some sort of superhero. I'll come over and we'll take photos. And I'm like, okay. And I met him and he was full ninja. We took photos and he was just so fun. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what we need. We need fun, just fun. And I think it'll be fascinating to watch you have Captain America on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, will he be different?
I don't know. That'd be hilarious if he's like an entirely
A
different
totally
person.
different interview. I would do it, but
If I saw him out in public and didn't know who he was, like if I wasn't aware of his social media
Yeah.
or anything like that, and I saw some dude dressed up like a ninja, I'd be cautious. I'd approach with caution.
okay.
I'd be like, there's a grown man here dressed as a ninja.
Well, we have
I'd
the
be
Bucks
like-
County Batman.
Yeah, he seems like he's full on into the Batman thing.
Oh yeah.
He has the Batmobile and is the full costume, and he's like huge on social media. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pulled it. Well, what we saw him when we looked him up when the ninja was on.
yeah, that's right. I was at an influencer's event, and when he was there,
He's
he
very
seemed
vibe.
very nice.
Was he dressed as Batman?
Of course.
I've seen his face now though.
Yeah. That's his face.
Here, put the audio on. I want to hear this. Start it over. Oh, it's not. He doesn't. There's,
Me, literally Batman.
I
That's
mean, we got
crazy.
500,000 likes. He's got a lot of like, yeah, daddy, that kind of following, like sexual. But you should have him on because he's getting it's twice he's gotten publicity.
plugged on here.
Yeah, by accident. I guess because I was thinking about the superheroes.
If he comes
the
on the
area.
show, will you dress up with me?
Yeah, totally.
What should we be?
I want to be the Joker.
Okay, I think we should be Two-Face and the Riddler.
Two-Face and a Riddler. I can be the Joker.
You could be the Joker.
I want to be the Joker.
Okay, you can be the Joker. I'll be Harley Quinn.
That's fine. You gonna look so good in those shorts.
Yeah, the little cheerleader's outfit.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd rock the shit out of
I
that.
think you would.
My skin's already white like hers too, like
Yeah.
really pasty white.
You got a little tan on you. Don't-
Just wear a wig. Who would I be? I'd be Bane.
Dude, yeah, you should be
Oh.
Bane.
Just come in, and we shouldn't tell him.
Yeah, don't tell. Yeah, no.
Don't tell him when he comes in. We'll just like
My
we'll
God.
buy the 4th camera before the episode. Put one on you.
to
and
catch
just-
his face.
And just like when he comes in, just be like,
What's that?
just have the lights down and be like, it's dark in here.
I'm the Joker. Hell yeah, I'll do some magic tricks.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Just like at the end of the episode, I'm just gonna pop smoke, and just like all of us disappear off the thing.
Yo, that'd be awesome.
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're dressing up as a character, I would think that you need to be open to have some fun,
yeah.
right?
Who'd Rambo be?
Shit. I don't think Batman ever had a pet sidekick or anything, right?
No, I would just dress him up as like Robin.
There you go.
Rambo,
Robin,
Robin.
yeah.
Did he do it?
He could do it.
Do you have a favorite guest?
A favorite guest? I don't know if I have like a favorite, but there's definitely like people that have left. Like they'll leave here, and me and Gilmar will be like, "Holy shit, what just happened?"
That's
Mhm.
amazing. You don't have to name names. Have you had someone that you're like, wow, not as good as I thought it would be?
Oh yeah,
You have.
yeah. We've had a few people that were just like,
Froze
like,
up.
I'll go back and listen to the podcast and be like, damn, I talked so much on that podcast. And it's really supposed to be like about like, I mean, it's like our show. So like there's like a give and take.
Yeah, but you
but
were
s-
doing the filler.
Sometimes like I really have to pull it out of the person.
That's so awkward.
And it's just like, okay.
There's no telling. I've met dynamic people, and then in this kind of situation, it's not great. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to unfold.
But we still learn about that person. It's just not
Absolutely.
like a genuine like I would go to dinner with you now
Right.
and be like, oh, I know Jackie. So like it's like there'd be people that have come here and be like, oh, it was cool to meet them, and that's like,
I'm so excited that we're friends. I don't have many male friends.
oh wow,
Mm.
This is so exciting.
it should feel very empowering.
Yeah, I'm like, my following is 99.9% women. So, yeah,
Our demographic is not 99% women.
I hope they're not bored with this then.
No, I think
No.
they'll like it.
All right.
Yeah. I feel
If they don't,
You're a bit of a rock star.
really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have that energy, that badass energy. We we don't look too much at gender for the show. There's badasses and non-badasses.
Agreed. That's because I'm comfortable with who I am.
Mm.
If this was a filtered conversation of me promoting Bucks and putting on that like character, you would not be comfortable.
Okay, in promoting Bucks.
Yeah.
If say this was like the last day Bucks County was ever going to fucking exist,
Yes,
and tomorrow we'd be eating berries,
with the twins.
what would you do today? Like, what places would you go to in your last day in Bucks County?
We're going to eat first. Food is my love language. Okay?
Okay.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I can't take anything. I've got food. So
All right.
we're going to go. Do you want to do formal or cash?
Let's start. Like, we'll do the whole day. We'll just eat through the day.
My God, I could take you on the most badass food tour. Your head would explode. But you don't look like you pig out. You both are like fit guys. Can you get down and like really eat?
I eat
Oh.
all of the food.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
See, I work out and do my thing so I can eat, like, bring it on. Good food is, we are spoiled, and we're going to start at Rocco's at the Brick.
Okay.
We're going to start there. It is amazing.
Okay. That's in Newtown.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just elevated food. We are going to go to Maze in Percy. There's no menu. The chef's like, you're going to eat what I put in front of you because it's
Maze?
fucking epic.
I love
That's
that.
that's my style place. Like, I hate
Yeah.
going to a place like. Now I'm gonna throw shade, but it's because I love them. La Stalla.
Okay.
I'm really like, I love that place.
Yes.
But sometimes, like, luckily I know usually what I want to get when I go there, because
Yes.
sometimes I've opened the menu and there's so many things on the menu. I just like veal parm again.
Like safe.
Yeah, I just like, it's just sometimes places have menus like diners, and it's just like there's so much on this menu. It's
Well,
could
then you'll love Maze.
how could you
He's like,
possibly
eat what I
make
put
all
in
these
front of you.
things?
That's also why you love the Service Twins, who they're on the list also. They are so educated, knowledgeable, and true farm to fork. They also will say to you, I would like you to eat what I put in front of you. We go from, they know how to slaughter, to clean, to cook. So they're like, this is almost like a Native American, like, this is for you and this is presented to you. Please eat it. So I think if you want like a badass burger, we're going to go to Buttonwood in Peddler's Village.
Buttonwood.
It's pretty hard to beat, and I've had a lot. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm going to also throw in Uka. We're going to have some sushi because it's really good.
Okay.
Maybe we'll round out by, I'm a big coffee person.
Okay. Here we go.
Amsterdam coffee.
Dale's spot. Love Dale.
It's amazing. I think his coffee, and I'm a real, like, I drink it black. I like the taste of it. I don't want shit in it. It is really good coffee.
I love that place. I
From
wish more
everything
people
about it.
I wish more people, like, it's in a good spot, but I think that people don't like look, like when
I
they're
know.
driving past there, you just don't see it. And then when you realize where it is, you're like, damn, that's such a good spot.
It is, because it's on the way to everything, right? And you can, like, get a coffee, pee, get a something. Dale's amazing. And that space alone with the crystals and the bonsai and his woodworking, it's really,
It's a cool space.
it's amazing.
I think he's doing woodworking full time now.
He is.
Yeah, at I forget what the place is called. It's
and
nearby
he just
here.
had his baby.
Yeah, I saw it today. They
Yep.
made their first stop to the place.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. I was going to round out we're still on the food tour. I'm not over it yet. I'm like, no, there's more.
I am so hungry right now that beef jerky isn't
Yeah,
filling me
yeah.
So
up.
do you
Whatever.
like barbecue?
Oh,
yeah.
we eat barbecue.
Yeah.
So there's two. I love Holy Q, but I also love Jesse's.
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 Jesse's is,
Where's Jesse's?
it's amazing. I don't know the town. Don't tell anyone I don't know the town.
All right, pull it up. Jesse's barbecue.
Sometimes I
Jesse's
have
sounds
so
like a-
much information in my brain. I'm literally like, I don't know.
That sounds like a barbecue place, though.
It's amazing.
We're gonna go to Jesse's.
And he almost always wins best barbecue in Bucks.
Yeah.
I think he won again.
This guy?
Jesse's barbecue. Oh yeah, they got to see that flood. That was last year.
That's probably up in closer to
Is it
like
Souderton?
Souderton is what I was gonna say. I was gonna make it up.
I think it is Souderton.
I was gonna
My
say
brain
Bethlehem,
is-
but I knew that was too far. Where's your address, kids?
Souderton.
Souderton.
Okay,
Damn,
I
you
got it. I got it. It just
She's
takes me a
literally
second.
just channeling and be like 98 North Carolina.
So much information in there. I'm like, shh. Yeah,
Do you like ice cream?
I love it. It's my favorite dessert in the world.
What's like the best ice cream place around here?
I feel like you have an answer.
I don't. I'm a bit of what they call a connoisseur of the ice
Connoisseur?
cream.
Okay. I like Nina's.
I went to
Best.
I got a milkshake from Nina's this past weekend. It was delicious. My experience in the store, and this had nothing to do with Nina's,
Yeah.
was straight chaos.
Interesting.
It was Sunday night. I have no idea why I was so mad. And it was like, I went in there and it just like was a line. There was people and there's kids. And
Yeah.
somebody decided to bring their stroller in and there's not
course.
enough room for a stroller. And I'm just like, I just need a milkshake. And then I was standing there with the milkshake and the poor girl behind the register was just getting bombarded with people and idiots. And she was like, what do you need? What are you waiting on? I'm like, I'm waiting to pay you.
Yeah.
Like, this is madness in here. I need
Yeah.
to leave.
It's really good ice cream.
So good. I actually, fun
It's
fact,
really good.
I modeled for Nina's
Shut. Can I
back
want to see that pulled
back
up.
in the day.
What were you doing?
So a friend of mine, and this is going back like probably 10 years, Nina's was just in New Hope.
Yeah.
And they had just got their truck.
Okay.
And my friend built their website and like their like marketing
Yeah.
strategy. And then he did all the graphics for the truck.
Okay.
So they needed pictures for the truck for the website.
Yes.
And my friend Jeff Lorber from Night Crew Studio
Yes.
called me on a whim and was like, hey, I need help. Do you want to model ice cream? just meet me here at this place. It was like off of 202 in the grass field near like the high school or whatever. And they just like took pictures of us like getting ice cream from the truck, and then I got to eat it. And that's how I was
I
paid.
love that.
That was the start of my modeling career.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I would say yes to that modeling for Nina's. I really like the ice cream. It's small batch. It's low sugar. It's creamy and delicious. Ice cream is simple, and
Yeah.
I absolutely adore it. I love ice cream. I love it.
The last time, very creepily,
Yeah.
I was at, when we first moved to Doylestown, I think it's Giant, is like the nice grocery store over by like the Mercedes dealership, kind of.
I can't comment because I've worked for Wise.
Oh.
It's not as nice as Wise.
You'll see, I don't do our grocery shopping. I was purely
Yes, that is.
on a
Yeah.
mission for Neapolitan ice cream.
Ooh, do you eat all three?
I scoop it
So do
across.
I.
Yeah, you
Like
got
the
it.
people that just eat the chocolate,
No.
stop.
So we
Like you're missing out.
pulled up to the grocery
Just
store
get
on a mission.
Chocolate then, you fucking weirdo, and leave the Neapolitan to the real lovers of all three.
People used to do that to me as a kid. They would scoop out just like the I'd be
Just
like,
the
listen
chocolate.
here, listen here. It's out of balance
No,
now. You've totally
it's
ruined
utter
the day.
bullshit. And then I can't get all three.
But we saw you.
Selfish.
I was in my truck. We were about to leave, and my wife goes, "There's Jackie," and I was like, "Who the fuck is Jackie?"
Did
She's
I
like,
look
"It's
a hot
Bucks County
mess?
Money." You were with your husband. He looked like he was ready to like take down an active shooter inside the grocery store.
So he always has that look on.
He looks serious. The first time I saw your husband was at the Holy Q like influencer barbecue
He
event,
had the same look on.
and I was just like, "Damn, that guy looks serious." And she's like, "Oh, that's the Bucks County Mama's husband. I think he's a police officer."
He is.
And I was like, "Oh, I get it."
He thinks that I'm like open, airy love, and he's like, I'm gonna watch everyone. You know what I mean? He thinks I'm too like.
If I didn't know he was your husband,
You
I
thought he
would
was
have
there to kill me.
I would have thought he was like just like your Israeli bodyguard or something.
That is what he is. I would give anything to be so involved in myself that I would have a bodyguard in Bucks County.
Yeah, see, sometimes I wish I was like so rich that I could have a bodyguard.
No, that's not what we're gonna
Not
waste
to
our
keep
money
me
on.
safe, but to like just clear people out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to be like, there's this place like Nina's ice cream.
Like,
I was telling him
but
I was
that
like
would
I was
be
at
useful.
Nina's and it was super tight and there was like chaos. Just like have like 4 big dudes around me
Yeah, it's
or big ladies. I'm not
big
discriminating.
ladies, dudes or ladies.
Yeah.
Samoan ladies, Samoan dudes.
See like some Samoan ladies.
Yeah.
There should be
Nice.
a heavyweight like heavyweight division for ladies in the UFC.
Oh, that'd be sick.
It would just be dominated by like Hawaiians and Samoans.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Smashing people.
Last
It's
time I-
unrepresented.
The UFC was on. I lost money.
Mm.
It's just
Sounds like us.
It's a tough sport to bet on.
we love it. We order it every time. It's our thing.
Okay, so now we
I
just
love it.
our friendship just boop, boop, boop.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shock you because it's like pink, bubblegum, glitter, and then I'm like a huge range. I adore the UFC.
You know about the fights this weekend?
I actually was thinking of. Have you ever watched it somewhere?
No.
We
Me
watched
either.
the Wings place.
How was it?
No, I think we were gonna, but we didn't.
Oh yeah, we didn't. We watched it at my
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Yeah,
watched
that's
it.
what we do. At
But
the
we got the
25th hour,
wings.
we're
We
like,
got the wings.
that's. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I just
Yeah.
want to be home. I don't want the drunk, loud.
It's like Gilmore would
I'm
come
old.
over and we'd like watch, and then like his girlfriend would just like talk science with my wife,
Yeah.
and my wife would be like, "Anna, so the fight's on."
So
Talk
you're
science.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
scientific.
she's a smart girl.
That's amazing.
What were you gonna say? You watch it?
Yeah, where are you gonna watch
Were
it?
you gonna watch it?
I saw that there was. You're going to be really annoyed because I'm going to be like, what was the name of that place? I'll send it to you. There is somewhere. It's a newish bar restaurant. It's a good 40 minutes from here. It's not in Bucks, but they will put the fight on every time there's one on Saturday, and you just like eat and chill there. And I sent it to my husband. I'm like, should we do this? And he was like, it's late, drinking, might get annoying. I'm like, okay. So we always just order it, but.
I
We're
feel
old.
that.
I'm 43. Like at my age, I'm like,
Old? No, I
older
don't know about that.
than you.
Yeah, older.
He doesn't drink either.
Oh, okay, so,
So-
yeah, it's like dealing with these
It's not
idiots.
sober. It's not his jam.
Yeah, I'll have a drink every now and then, but it's not really like I'll go out. Like, I mean, for every so many times we go out, my wife will have a drink every time, and I'll be like,
Take it or leave it.
it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, same. I'm not
My
really that big of a
God.
drinker. I'm just-
At one point, I was like licking it out of the crevices on the floor. Oh, yeah. You have no idea.
No, I do have an idea of
Do
that
you?
type of lifestyle. It wasn't for me, but I've definitely
It
witnessed it
wasn't for
firsthand.
me either. It just had me. But it was like, yeah, it was that level of addicted. So
Next,
I'm in awe by take it or leave it people.
yeah,
Yeah, because I used to be that. And now it's just once it's.
I just like experienced it, alcoholism from like, I watched it.
Yeah, that's my husband.
So it's just kind of like,
That's my husband.
yeah, same.
it's just not, it's not.
Same.
yeah,
yeah,
I
he
had
was
an
like a-
uncle that
I watched the chaos, the ruin, the abuse. He's like, I want nothing to do
It's
with
the
that
devil's nectar.
shit. That's how he feels. He's
Yeah.
like, I want to fuck. It does nothing good.
Sometimes
Nothing.
I'll sample it and then I'll just be like, and sometimes I'll get beers and Gilmar's watch it. I'll be like, I didn't want this.
those are gifts, man.
So yeah, people brought us all
Like
this stuff.
We got this one. It's still in its package.
Now I feel like a complete asshat that I didn't bring you a gift.
No, you
Oh,
don't have to
no,
bring us
no,
gift.
no.
This is just like people just usually people want to drink on the show, so they bring.
Well, yeah,
alcohol.
because people are nervous,
Yeah.
right? It's a liquid courage.
we'll
Mhm.
do.
You and us three just are good without it.
Yeah,
Can you
Yeah.
imagine us drunk though?
we're
Like, if
called
we're this calm-
courageous.
I know. People are blown away. They're like, you do this sober.
I like.
Sober.
I think we like whiskey.
yeah,
I
I,
think-
I
Whiskey
like
scotch.
bourbon. I like bourbon.
Yeah, just like
But-
you remember that one bottle somebody got me, and I was like, oh yeah, I heard this is fancy, and we Googled it. It was like $800 bottle,
Shut
and
up.
you were like, let's try this.
Yeah, it was good.
I was like, well, we're gonna try this.
was good.
We drank like a sip of it, and we were just like,
That
okay.
That is a nice gift.
Yeah.
Damn.
We do a lot of business with. I forget who gave it to me, but I know it was like a thanks for doing all the business with
Wow.
us. And they gave me a bottle of alcohol, and I was like, all right,
That's amazing.
guess we're gonna have to try this now.
That's worth trying.
Could have gone with a Wawa gift card or something. but-
He got me a bottle. Yeah.
He's got me really. I'm not mad about it,
You're
but
like, that's a waste.
a few people. I don't think my wife realized how much like the bottle is or was. I don't know if it still exists, but there was a few times where people came over to my house and they'd be like, they would see the bottle and they'd be like, "You know what that is?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I get down like that."
Status.
I was complete fraud. I was like, "Yeah, that's how I
You
do
and I
around
could have
here.
had our fraud years together.
This is how we do around here."
What? I was like, no, make the extensions longer. I like had to be like all done up. So you
Glammed.
thought that my shit was tight.
Oh shit.
Like tight. Got a guy. Kids are perfect. I look amazing because I was terrified. Like if you saw me at Giant, I probably looked a hot mess. That's actually growth, right?
I don't know if you look like a hot mess. Your
Oh,
husband
you're
was so scary that I was like, I'm just gonna
Just look ahead.
make a move
Yeah.
here to see what he's capable of. But
He's amazing. He's been on an officer. He only has 4 years left till full retirement.
okay,
He's been serving a long time. He was SWAT gang. He's bilingual. He's Puerto Rican. He was in Trenton, New Jersey. So we're good yin and yang because he's a intense person.
that's like a tough profession
It is.
to
But
just.
he also takes care of himself inside.
Mm.
Because you have to, because the numbers talk about alcoholism. They're off the charts with officers.
Yeah.
How can you witness the worst in human beings every day, and go home and be a good dad or kiss your wife? He works on himself, the real work, not getting a massage, which I wish that's all it was, but it's not. You have to do inside work to stay healthy, and
He
he, wants
did-
to show up.
He did look like he could use a massage.
Yeah,
He
he
seemed
does.
real like I'm just gonna get this shopping. Like
I know.
I was like afraid of the shopping cart you guys were gonna pull out.
I know.
He was gonna just fucking get the shopping cart.
He has a look of like, don't fuck with me at all times.
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
But honestly, like when I saw him, I was like, you look really scary. I know plenty of scary dudes.
That are teddy bears.
So I just like, I'd probably hug him.
He's the most.
Be like, you look tough, buddy. But bring it in.
Yeah. He's amazing. Listen, I was done. I was out. I was over men. I thought there was just like not for me.
Okay.
You know, like I was like, wow, what's real if your marriage was like smoke and mirrors and I thought it was real? You go home and Ariel tonight's like not who you thought she was from A to Z, right? You're lost. You're broken. You're going to question reality and maybe the opposite sex.
For sure.
So we were both out of the game. And I think that's why it worked, because both of us were like, listen, we can date. You're nice, but that is it. Like, I'm not in this for anything serious. I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to run around, but I'm guarded. And that's kind of gave us this time to get to know each other.
Interesting. How'd you guys meet?
How does everyone meet?
I don't know. The dairy aisle?
Dating apps.
Oh, the apps.
The apps. So we were on. I got spooked and closed it down. And he found me.
And
I'm pretty sure he used his policing stuff. That's not legal, folks. On Facebook. And was like, oh, there you are. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, how about that coffee? And then I went in a baseball hat, jeans, and no makeup. Like, my vibe was like, don't expect too much. Like, I don't really care.
you look like you
Guarded.
were on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, put your hat down. Just
Yeah. It was like my eyeglasses, right? Like, I wore my hat. I was guarded. And he showed up with this huge thing of flowers and like this massive smile. And I was like, what's wrong with this person?
that doesn't sound like somebody that's like trying to be guarded.
No.
And he knew what he was doing.
He did. And he also told me years and years later that he's like, I looked at you and knew that you were the one. So
Did he speak Spanish to you? Say sweet nothings.
in our private life, when we're alone, it's everything.
Oh, nice. Have you
It's
picked up any
everything.
Spanish?
I downloaded Babbel.
Okay.
I paid for Babbel. It's way harder than I thought it would be. And I loved school. I went for my master's. I was like, yeah. I got great grades. And this is incredibly hard. And I feel myself shutting down. I'm like, forget it. Then I guess it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I go back to that childlike.
Be like,
So
I
he'll
can't
send
speak.
me-
I can't speak Spanish. Nobody can speak
No,
Spanish.
then it's just dumb. And then he sent me that Ben Affleck to learn for J-Lo. And I was like, for real? He's like, he learned. I'm like, that's our comparison.
So your husband thinks he's J-Lo,
Yes.
and you're Ben. Ben Affleck's not a bad looking dude.
And he's sober. So maybe this does work. And he's like fully learned. Like, he sent me this interview and he's completely having the interview in Spanish.
Yeah, he speaks it like a
Oh,
Mexican.
God.
He's speaking like a Mexican.
He
It's a
speaks
lot of
Spanish like a
pressure.
Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that picture of Ben Affleck standing outside of the business or whatever building or whatever.
That was me for about 5
smoking a
years.
cigarette, just looking like, oh, fucking kill me.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
There he is.
Yeah.
I love that no matter what, that's what comes up first. Like, fuck my life.
Everybody can look at that and be like, yep,
Yep.
yeah.
There
This
I
one's
am.
too.
The one click
Stop. That's so... See, this is why I don't want to be famous.
click on the one with him like as a dwarf.
Wait a minute.
So dumb.
What's the one of him passed out in the chair? Just mentally, I'm asleep. Nice.
He's just asleep. We love Ben. Not as much as Keanu.
Of course not. Listen, John Wick were there on opening night.
I love John Wick.
Who doesn't love John Wick?
I
That's
mean,
my husband's man crush.
yeah.
He just thinks he's like,
Just kicking doors and just blasting.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What do you think of his massive phoenix on his back?
I don't know about this Phoenix.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's massive. He got it. People talk shit because it's very colorful. It's very big.
I mean, he's with J-Lo, so he
I thought he did that for a role. I didn't.
No, it's real.
I didn't think that was real.
let's pull it up.
Google Ben Affleck Phoenix. Yeah. Here we go.
Holy shit, it is big.
It's a commitment. What do you think?
He jumped in all the way.
Yeah, he did.
It's it
It's
looks like it's all right. It's like a watercolor abstract kind of thing.
It's a lot of color.
It's not for me. That shit's gonna fade in a few, and is what it is.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He likes it.
Yeah, it's not my body.
It's not my thing. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not my thing.
if J Lo loves it, then whatever. She looks all right.
Yeah,
She does.
She's drinking from like the water of youth, fountain of youth. I was saying
Fountain-
water of youth.
Water of
Jesus,
youth,
what
yeah.
an idiot.
That's what she's drinking.
Yeah, she's drinking that.
I
She's-
bought that water.
Yeah,
I bought that magic water that the Service Twins talk about it. I bought it.
the Coggin machine.
Yes. Thousands. It better make me young and thin. I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
I think it's like $5,000.
No, just said I bought it.
Yeah.
I haven't started drinking it yet. That's
Is
why
it
I'm not
hooked up
young
yet?
and thin yet. I had it hooked up. Go through a detox. I've been fearful of the detox part, so I keep putting it off.
Yeah, there's something like I don't know about messing with the pH on the water and drinking it. Like, because your
know.
body's like natural acidity is something you don't really want to
I know.
fuck with
I know.
for a variety of reasons. I get the science behind the water. If you have plants and things like that, there's
Yeah.
also like a lot of benefits. But like, I would tread lightly. If it were me, I would tread lightly on like
All in.
messing
Yeah.
with like the pHs and stuff.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
My feeling is I got the B list machine. That was $2,000. Not the A list for $5. I just couldn't do that. That's too much money,
Yeah.
That's
And-
a lot.
right? 5's like, I'm not in. But 2 at the B list that I found, I'm in. I'm going to try it. But I completely, like, I hear you. I don't know if my body will be in like an alkaline state if it's not supposed to. Like I said, I don't think that God makes mistakes. So I'm like, do I want to fuck around? I don't know.
Fuck around and find out about the Coggin water, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, they like,
I'm over here drinking this 100% purified Niagara, California
good.
water.
yeah, dude.
but they say the fountain of youth. Maybe that's what J-Lo's doing.
Mm,
She looks amazing.
does.
Is that your number one celebrity crush?
Mm.
No,
Me either.
no.
Not that I'm.
Who's your celebrity crush?
I don't know. I have to think about it. Do you know yours like right there?
Yeah, but I'm blanking on her name. It's the girl that plays Harley Quinn.
Oh my
Margot
God.
Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
But
Yeah,
she's-
she's fine.
Perfection.
Yeah. That's why if you're like, who's your
she
yeah.
could be your dog in the dog version. She's perfect.
Rambo is Margot Robbie as a dog.
Yeah. Margot Robbie is
Fucking
literally.
hilarious. I hope she's not as pretentious as Rambo is.
She's just stunning. Yeah. How about you? Who's yours?
I can't think. I can't think. I don't know off the top of my head. I think I'd have to give it a think, just
Okay.
like you would. I don't know.
I don't go for pretty.
Hmm.
I go for sort of messy.
Okay.
Like, I'm with men because I want to be with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's too pretty, like, I want to be the pretty one.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
so, like,
true.
I like a little rough around the edges.
See, in my relationship with Margot, she's allowed to be the pretty one.
She is.
Yeah.
And she owns it. So,
Yeah. I mean, people say that when we're out.
yeah, your
Yeah.
wife is not going to like this.
I mean, she's kind of like my Margot Robbie.
Oh, don't turn it around to sweet. I mean, that was a really good cleanup.
It wasn't clean up. That's just me. That's facts.
I like Ed Norton.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I just watched Italian Job.
Of course you did.
Fucking Ed Norton was American History X is a great movie. Fight Club. Ed Norton's good. That's good. That's
But
a good one.
everybody's looking at Pitt. And I'm like, what about that other guy?
Edward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, he's got it.
In Italian Job, he's got that weird, creepy mustache that I can't
He's
get rid of.
always weird. He's always a little bit weird, off.
Yeah.
His voice is a little annoying, but I dig it.
Have you ever seen American History X?
Yes.
Yeah, he's jacked in that movie.
Let me tell you, although that scene when he comes out of the house and smashes that guy on the sidewalk,
the classic curb stomp.
but his body, oh my.
Yeah, like when he's getting handcuffed by the police and he looks like a
Damn.
psychopath.
I mean,
Yeah, like right there, he's yoked.
Dang,
okay,
he was
when you
yoked
made
in
the,
this
we're
movie.
gonna come full circle. Look at that one. Oh, damn. When you made the joke about the swastika,
Yeah,
I completely thought of this scene.
Yeah.
I'm like an Ed Norton.
Yeah, he just looks
Damn.
like, yeah, I just smashed that dude's face.
But then he's like
That's such a
the
great
nerd
movie.
in the one where he is arrested for killing the priest. Did you see that with Richard Gere? Primal Fear.
Yeah,
It's really good.
that's a classic.
But he's like a nerd, like a skinny nerd. So I like the range. I just dig it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
You still got
skinny
nothing over
nerd.
there? You got nothing?
Nah,
Nothing?
I'm not
Just
even,
say Beyonce and we'll be over with it.
no, I wouldn't be Beyonce.
Shakira?
No.
Definitely not Britney Spears.
No, not Britney Spears. No. I don't think Britney Spears would be.
Are we going like Angelina Jolie?
No, I do think she's hot as fuck, but no. it's not
She's
Angelina.
one of those that I find myself, even in pictures, I'm like this. She's just beautiful.
Yeah, she has an
Yeah, she's got
insane
those
face.
lips
Yeah.
It's everything
and all
now.
those wild tattoos she's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely rides a Harley. If you and Angelina Jolie were in a relationship, you would ride on the back of the
I would ride on the
motorcycle.
back of the
Totally.
motorcycle. You think so?
Yeah,
Nah, no way, dude.
I would ride on the back of her bike.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, pulls up, be like,
Hold
"You
on.
want to you want to ride it?" I'd be like, "I'll hop on the back."
Yeah, I'll hop in the back. I'll hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real tight.
Keep it tight.
Would you get in the sidecar?
Sidecar.
Or is that,
That's like where Rambo
the
would
line?
be.
Yeah,
That's where
Rambo would
Margot
go.
Robbie, the dog, would.
oh, it's like the whole package is going for the ride.
Yeah, I mean Rambo goes everywhere with me. So if there's a sidecar, he's gonna hop in.
That's really sweet that he goes everywhere with you. He's your support, Rambo.
Yeah, he's the best. He's my backup. Like Rambo comes in just killing everybody.
Yeah, it's a badass name for such a sweet, gentle, sweet little boy.
Yeah, it was intentional.
I like it.
It's like,
Like Bam.
yeah.
Bam's a badass name for a little tiny 5-pound chihuahua. You have to do it. Balance. And then we have a German Shepherd. That's really is badass, but that's
What's his name?
Shep.
Shep.
Because I have no imagination. It's Shep, the German Shepherd. That's all I
Classic.
can come up with.
Yeah, at
Lucky
least,
that I was able to even name my kids. Like, that's bad. Shep. And that's like the best I had. I was like, oh,
It reminds me of Shemp from Three Stooges. You didn't watch Three Stooges?
uh-uh.
Shemp?
how old are you?
Shep,
Jesus
Larry.
Christ.
We're both staring at you like, how
What?
old?
Really?
Yeah. I said he was an old soul.
No, dude. Every Sunday mornings before I went to church, I would watch the Three Stooges.
But that's like I Love Lucy. That's old.
I just thought that was a classic.
Oh, I've never seen
know.
that.
Interesting. I don't know. We gotta have a discussion about that later.
Kings of Stooges. That's Shemp.
Oh my God, look at this mess.
Yeah. These guys, man, grew up on these idiots. That's probably why I was so wild as a kid. But, yeah.
I knew Larry and Mo, but I didn't know Shemp.
No, me either.
Yeah, Curdy, Larry, Mo, Shemp.
Yeah, subscribe to this show. You learned something on this episode.
yeah.
Shemp is the character you didn't know the name of in the Three Stooges.
There you go.
I guarantee you there's people listening right now just being like, I didn't know that.
So
fuck is
no
it?
prisoners. Where did that come from?
No prisoners. It just was kind of like, it was a way to kind of like define our guests, I guess.
Okay.
Like we didn't want to have any like victims on the show. Like
Okay.
no like woe is me. No whiners.
Like there's the door bitch.
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
Like nobody that comes in here is a prisoner.
I am so glad I asked because I love that answer.
Yeah, I mean like it's definitely an aggressive name.
It is. That's once again when you were like, "Hey, what do you think?" I was like, I could show you my phone. I just wrote, "I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared." I thought it was a boys' club. I thought it was fighters. I thought it was no prisoners, which is like badassery and your Vikingness and Keanu. I was like, this is I think they meant to message somebody else. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
And no, everybody just told us how cool you were,
Oh,
and then
thank
we
you.
were crossing paths every now and then. And I was just like, it just was something that I just kept getting put off just
Yeah.
because.
I get it. It happens
Life
when it
happens.
happens. Life
And
does
then-
happen. Life gets all lifey on
And
us.
then I was like, by the fall, this lady will be on this show.
Thank you for having me. And we're neighbors. I live in Doylestown too.
Oh damn!
Hmm.
Yeah,
And we'll go to the water wheel.
the water wheel.
The water
There
wheel.
is no water wheel.
That definitely was
name.
something. I drive past there every night, and I'm
Mhm.
just like,
Ew.
I wish there was a water wheel.
No, there's none.
There's.
I asked to see it.
It's always
like-
packed though.
It's good. Live music, American food, indoor, outdoor eating. It's really good.
I like America.
Mm-hmm.
I love America.
Yeah,
I saw your truck.
my black truck.
Yeah,
Yeah, American made.
same. I only buy American.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Hell yeah.
You would probably expect me to drive like a pink Barbie car, but
No, I'd actually thought you drive like a Hummer.
I drive an Expedition.
Nice.
I have 1,000 kids. What the fuck? I mean, I have 5 kids, a foster child that we go in and out of, dogs. You need a big car.
Yeah, like you seem like you like pink, but like pink probably isn't you.
Interesting.
Respectfully, like it's like you got like a little
Little
like
edge.
you're kind, but you're don't fuck with me.
Yes.
You're bucksetting mama.
Mm.
You're like
I
a
think
bear.
that's a good energy. It's
Yeah.
like I love pink and beauty, but I like don't fuck around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or you'll find out. Like you probably have sharp elbows. Like you just drop in
I have
elbows. and
chicken knuckles. Look how sharp they are.
oh damn! It looks like
Damn.
you got brass knuckles on
Yeah,
your
it
hand.
does.
Right?
yeah.
It's bizarre.
Just
This is
slugging.
I've never
people.
used them
Oh damn!
yet.
Don't yet. Maybe next episode.
Chicken
Maybe next
knuckles.
episode.
We'll bring somebody in for Bucks County Mama to punch.
She'll fight someone on the podcast.
I was gonna say,
Um,
can I pick who it is? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, dude. Well, you tell us who it is.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll put them in the trunk and we'll bring them here.
No. No.
It'll be the villain episode. We'll all dress up
Ooh.
as villains.
Oh my god, I love that. A villain. So I get dressed up for Halloween. I'm always a villain.
Is that your favorite holiday?
By far.
Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday.
By far.
And I'm not just saying that to,
Schmooze.
schmooze you.
No, you don't present as someone that would like schmooze. Like I think that you're like, that's what I like and that's what it is. So
Yeah, take it or leave it. I love Halloween. I'm
adore it.
gonna buy some Halloween decorations this week. I'm definitely getting a skeleton.
Dude, hell yeah.
I adore it. Why do we love it? I love it because it's about fun, candy, and there's no presents. There's no Aunt Mildred can't come, visit, buy me some shit. I have no money. I'm in debt. It's just about fun, family, and candy.
Yeah, like I hope the kids in my new neighborhood celebrate Mischief Night because I'm gonna let them know. The kids are gonna throw eggs at my house. I'm gonna throw eggs back.
Lock up the salt gun.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. The salt gun's
salt gun.
always locked and loaded, dude.
Yeah,
I took a fly out at like on the move out the other
Oh,
day.
Dude.
Nice.
Ariel was like, "There's a fly in here." I was like, "Not anymore."
Gone. What
Shot
the-
like right at the TV, and like as I lit it off, I was like, "Oh no."
TV's fine?
TV's fine,
Okay,
dude.
whew.
Took it like a champ.
Thank God.
Yeah.
We have a life-size Michael Myers.
Oh yeah.
And when I came home from work late at night, I unlocked the door and my husband put a knife in its hand.
Oh,
Rat.
man.
Oh, this is the stuff he thinks is funny.
Yeah.
Lights out. It's life-size. And I walked in. I almost pissed my pants.
See,
Like
if,
I opened the back door and it was right there.
see, if I was your husband, I would like put it up for a few days, let you get comfortable with it, and then swap it out and dress up like Michael Myers. And then when you walk past, I'd be like, "What's up?"
Now, that would really. What if that like is legit? Like I like peed myself.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
not
you were gonna go.
funny.
I thought you were gonna go like conceal carry. Like, what if I shot you?
That too. So we were in the airport last year, and I had like all my arms filled with candy and snacks and stuff for the plane. And he's walking out. He's like, "Watch her. She shoplifts." Leaves the store. I'm like, the woman's staring me down. I'm like, he's an officer. He thinks that's funny. I'm gonna yeah. He thinks that's funny.
Sounds like a funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like something you would do.
I'd probably do something like that. Yeah.
Scare the shit out of people.
Scare the shit out of people. Make your wife like really uncomfortable, embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can scare her.
Do you get embarrassed?
Do I get
You
embarrassed?
don't read as you would. Like it would take a lot.
Yeah, it would take. I'm not sure what would embarrass me.
And when was the last time you felt embarrassment? You don't have to tell me what it was, but
I'll get embarrassed when, I don't know if embarrassment's like the word. Like if we do something wrong at work, like and something's not like to the standard,
yeah,
I'll get upset about that.
that's embarrassing.
I think that's embarrassing.
I would label that embarrassing.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
this,
it's that.
the quality of everything is like very important to me.
That's wonderful.
So when we don't hit that quality, I'm like, I feel shame. I'm like Game of Thrones, shame.
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 Take your clothes off. Walk through
Yeah.
town.
Yeah,
We should do that. Not you.
just
You
like
know
a
what
streaking event. Bucks County Mama hosted streaking event.
Like when your work is not up to par,
Yeah,
the next time someone says it, just disrobe in the middle of the meeting and start walking and have.
yeah, like
shame.
the Daytona 500. It's the Dicktona 500. It's a Doylestown streaking race.
God.
Not the
Just like-
Daytona.
It's a Dicktona 5K.
That'd be insane.
That'd be-
I think it's a thing now.
All
I
those
spoke
dicks,
it into
All
existence.
those dicks flying around Doylestown.
I mean, we're not going to discriminate. Every gender can go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Dick or
Is it
dicks.
Dix and Dictona?
Yeah, the Dicktona 500. Danica Patrick's we have a female NASCAR driver.
There we go.
I think she's retired now.
Yeah,
Oh.
way past her time.
So, yeah,
Ouch.
I think that's how we'll end it.
Yeah,
Come out to the Dicktona 500.
yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah. Ooh,
The
the
Daytona.
the Dicktona.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait to
I'll blog it.
check it out.
Yeah, I'll be
I will
down.
blog it.
That's gonna be our catchphrase. Come check it out.
Check it out. Yeah. Eyes are down here.
I can
Yeah.
blog it. No worries.
Be like, eyes up here, ladies. Where can people find you?
Instagram, it's Bucks County Mama, and TikTok, Bucks County Mama.
You're on the talk.
I am.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
find success with that?
I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is your presence on TikTok as large as it is on Instagram?
It's newer than
Okay.
Instagram. I started about 6 months ago. I don't know. I saw that views. I have like 17,000.
Okay.
TikTok standards, I think that's like pathetic, but it's part of my social media package.
Yeah, it's something.
It's important. I'm not on Facebook.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm on the Book of Face.
Yeah, I let that one go. I don't know why. It didn't feel right.
I think it's an older demographic.
It
A lot of our
is.
clients participate on Facebook, so it's just kind of like being
know.
on there.
A
I
lot
just
of
like
moms
every.
are on there, so I know that I should be on there for the mom groups.
Yeah, I
but
know from my wife's business, she does a lot of networking on Facebook, like
Okay.
connecting with people. So it's
I'll
like,
revisit it.
who knows? I
But
know the groups, like the township groups, or
Yes,
that's like
The
very
mom
big.
groups,
Yeah,
the groups.
I
I
think
know.
my wife said the other day, she asked like, what's the best pizza in like the Doylestown area? And there was like, in like a couple of hours, there was like over 300 comments or something like that.
Whoa.
She was like, that wasn't. And then Mike Ross called her. And he's like, they're all lying. They don't know what they don't know what they're talking about.
Of course.
This complete trash. Like he was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
smashing it. He called her and was just like, no.
It's
Mike is great.
Lucatelli's.
Lucatelli's.
Yeah,
All right, I feel like you can trust that.
Mm.
You've
It's
already dropped like a
really
few good
good.
names today. So
Yeah.
it's good.
all right.
Thank you
Gilmar,
for having me.
do you have any other things to add to this magnificent episode?
Yeah, just thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much. I hope I
Yeah.
didn't lose any follows by the cursing, but
It is what it is.
that's
No.
how I really talk.
Yeah, I appreciate you for being you.
You
Thank
speak
you.
like I was
Yeah.
told one time that I speak like a well-educated pirate.
Mm.
Ooh,
So you can have that.
thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I now I'll have like the post anxiety of like that was too many
Nah.
words.
No, I think you got like 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
4 is good.
It's
Yeah,
not
you'll
that
be
bad.
alright. Yeah,
It's
you'll
under
be-
the limit.
I
Yeah.
get the like I can hear my mom. Do you ever get that? I do.
Mm.
My
I
mom's like,
do.
you're putting the dirt in your ears.
That's my mom's like, yeah.
My mom went to one Sunday service at church. The pastor, I think it's Pastor Joe, told some bullshit story about when you listen to curse words and music and things, it's like putting dirt in your ears. You wouldn't put dirt in your ears. So my mom, every time she used to, like, we spoke like complete savages as like young children.
Okay.
And my mom would be like, you're putting dirt in my ears. And then I was like, all right, Mom, the fuck is dirty? And then she'd be like, again. But so thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bucks County Mama on Instagram and the TikTok. I got Gilmar here, Andrew, Pretentious Rambo. Hit subscribe. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Share us with a friend. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.